UN says Israel is stoking ethnic cleansing fears in Gaza, West Bank.
Intensified attacks and methodical destruction of entire neighborhoods appear aimed at permanent displacement, UN says. A new United Nations Human Rights Office report says Israel's military campaign and blockade of Gaza have created living conditions increasingly incompatible with Palestinians' continued existence as a group in Gaza as it presses its genocidal war on the enclave. The report released on Thursday states that intensified attacks, the methodical destruction of entire neighborhoods and the denial of humanitarian assistance appeared to aim at a permanent demographic shift in Gaza. This, together with forcible transfers, which appear to aim at a permanent displacement, raise concerns over ethnic cleansing in Gaza and the West Bank. Covering the period from November 1, 2024 to October 31, 2025, the report documents Israel's security forces' systematic use of unlawful force in the occupied West Bank and occupied East Jerusalem. It highlights widespread arbitrary detention and the extensive unlawful demolition of Palestinian homes, stating that the measures seek to systematically discriminate, oppress, control and dominate the Palestinian people. These policies are altering the character, status and demographic composition of the occupied West Bank, raising serious concerns of ethnic cleansing. In Gaza, the report condemns the killing and maiming of unprecedented numbers of civilians, the spread of famine and the destruction of the remaining civilian infrastructure. At least 463 Palestinians, including 157 children, starved to death during the 12-month period, according to the findings. Palestinians faced the inhumane choice of either starving to death or risking being killed while trying to get food, it says, adding that the famine and foreseeable and repeatedly foretold deaths directly resulted from actions taken by the Israeli government. Israeli forces launched new airstrikes and artillery attacks across the Gaza Strip, as families in the besieged enclave woke to begin their Ramadan fast under bombardment. Shelling struck areas east of Khan Younis in southern Gaza at dawn on Thursday, where Israeli troops remained deployed. Warplanes also hit Rafah and areas east of Gaza City, according to Al Jazeera's correspondent. A day earlier, medical officials at Nasser Medical Complex confirmed that 2 Palestinians were killed by Israeli fire near the so-called Yellow Line in Bani Suheila, east of Khan Younis. Israeli forces continue to demolish homes and infrastructure in areas they control, flattening entire neighborhoods and entrenching displacement. The attacks form part of Israel's repeated breaches of the ceasefire that began on October 10, 2025. Gaza's Ministry of Health says those violations have killed 603 Palestinians and wounded 1,618 others as of Monday. Violence has also intensified in the occupied West Bank. On Wednesday evening, the Palestinian Ministry of Health announced the death of 19-year-old Nasrallah Mohammed Jamal Abu Siams, who succumbed to wounds sustained during a settler assault on Mukmaz, northeast of occupied East Jerusalem. Settlers, operating under the protection of Israeli forces, opened fire and stole dozens of sheep from Palestinian farmers. 3 of the wounded were shot with live ammunition. With Abu Siams' killing, the number of Palestinians shot dead by settlers alone since October 7, 2023 has risen to 37, according to the Wall and Settlement Resistance Commission. Moed Shaban, head of the commission, described events in Mukmaz as a dangerous escalation in organized settler terrorism, citing a full partnership between settlers and the occupation forces. Israeli troops also raided the town of Araba, south of Jenin, wounding 2 young men with live fire, one critically. Soldiers detained several others during the incursion. In Jerusalem, Ramadan has brought further restrictions at Al-Aqsa Mosque. The mosque's imam, Sheikh Akrama Sabri, said Israeli authorities are imposing a reality by force by limiting worshippers while allowing extremist Jewish incursions into the compound. Occupation authorities have issued more than 100 deportation orders barring young Jerusalemites from entering the mosque and restricted West Bank worshippers to 10,000 permits under strict age and security conditions. Al-Aqsa can hold up to 500,000 people. Sheikh Sabri said Israeli forces question worshippers during Tarawih prayers in what he described as provocation upon provocation. You have reached the end of our in-depth report. For more deep dives into global affairs and breaking news updates, please subscribe to Neuron News Global and enable all notifications. Stay informed, stay ahead. See you in the next broadcast.